stretching in like the mat on the ground.
Yeah, do you know what? That sounds to me enticing.
Good. Sounds real good.
Like,
just to loosen up, loosen up. All right, jumping right into the studio. I'm just getting back from the gym, which was basically a foam rolling and stretching session. That's right, getting the legs happier and happier as the week progresses toward my 2020 peak race. All right, oh man, we're gonna be talking about fear today, or if you want to put it in the anxiety category, the jitters, however you want to phrase it, with respect to what might happen to you mentally and just internally as you're preparing and tapering for a peak race in your calendar year of training and racing. But first of all, I forgot to mention this yesterday, is that thank you for all the comments on yesterday's vlog all about love. We were talking about love, the love languages, 100,000 subscribers. The comments are blowing me away. But I forgot to ask the question, who out there remembers the promise that I made to all of you when this channel hits 100,000 subscribers? Let me know down in the comments if you remember. I think I mentioned it, I think it was 18 months ago. I can't even remember, and I haven't even found the vlog yet, but when I do, I'll link to it upper right-hand corner if you want to go watch it. But I made a promise, and I just want to make sure that you hold me accountable to that promise. All right, sound good? Okay, everybody, here we go. We are in taper week, getting ready right now. So today's Tuesday, and just so you know, like, my legs are not completely fresh yet. So, oh yeah, forgot to mention today's run, 3 miles, I think about 8-10 a mile. Nice and easy, bopping along in the embargoed shoes. Actually, I'm gonna put on the screen, I don't even know, I'll have to add it up because I can't put them on Strava yet, but the embargoed shoes that I can't show you yet, how many miles I have in them. So we're getting there toward 50 miles, if not already there, I do believe. So anyway, but the legs, like my upper glutes are a little sore right now, actually. But I have faith, based on experience, that my legs, in 2 days, Thursday, not tomorrow, but in 2 days, 48 hours, they're gonna start to say, oh, Seth, what have you been doing to me all summer? Beating these legs up in the mountains, all this vertical gain, the work in the gym. So anyway, let's dive in. Here we go. My mental process for overcoming fear leading into a peak race, or anxiety. I think that, that might be a better way to phrase it. Overcoming anxiety leading into a peak race. So here's my number one point is I always go back, and I guess I'm fortunate that I can go back and watch the vlogs, but I always go back into the training log and, of course, ask myself, did I put in the work? Did I put in the work? If I didn't put in the work, yeah, I probably will be a little anxious. But this summer, 2020, we put in some work, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to you inspiring me, thanks to you holding me accountable. Like, we went up in the vertical, we went up in the 14ers and chased down those FKTs. So that is not a problem. Point number one, did I put in the work? 100%. Now, point number two, aerobic engine building. Who remembers the vlog, again, from about 18 months ago, how to build your aerobic engine? All right, that is my really my number one training. Oh man, yeah, it's really my number one training point for becoming a better long distance runner. Building your aerobic engine first. And my question to myself, as I deal with a little bit of anxiety leading into a peak race, is did I put in the time early in the training block before starting the faster work? And for me, summer 2020, that means the FKT work, the fastest known times up in the mountains. Did I build that aerobic engine first? Okay, because if that aerobic engine is not built first, if you don't do a good job, as we talk about here at the house, like how is your V8 doing? Is your V8 well-tuned, well-oiled, ready to rock and roll? So that is point number two. Did I build the aerobic engine first before adding the speed work, before adding even the threshold work, the tempo work, etc., etc. And point number 3 for quelling the anxieties is trust the science. And I got to tell you, just being real transparent here, 3 days ago, I was not enjoying the taper. I've asked this question the day before. If you could train for the rest of your life or race for the rest of your life, like which would you choose? If you could only choose one, obviously they have to go together. But I would choose training. I love training. And so when I get off of that training horse and start to taper, things feel different. Things feel off. That's how much I love running, is I just love getting out there and training. But I know I have to trust the science. I have to take into account, okay, less volume, less intensity, while still keeping that motion, keeping that mobility going to the gym, getting those legs as happy as possible, making sure I'm still like doing the normal, like vitamins and minerals, ice baths, self-massage, and then yes, sleep. Yeah, remember the sleep vlog from maybe about a month ago where we talked all about sleep, how to make sure that, because that is where, I've said this many times, like sleep is the number one recovery tool we have in our tool belt as runners. The more we sleep and the more soundly we sleep, the more I go into all the details, but the more our body adapts and absorbs the training that we are putting it through, which can be pretty intense at times, okay? So trust the science, trust that process of it's okay. You might, like me, running for 20 years now, I am still, it still feels funky at times to drop the volume, 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, and then the week of the race, it still feels a little off, just so you know. And I've been doing this for 20 years, not off in the sense more mentally, again, that anxiety of, oh, I want to go out and run, I want to run more, I want to run faster, but I know I've got to rein it in a little bit so I can arrive at the starting line as fit, as fresh, and as healthy as possible. And last but not least, point number 4 is the zone. Getting in the zone. Okay, again, just being real open here. I don't really, like for smaller races, Kendall Mountain, I'll just say, the Rendezvous Mountain Hill Climb up in Wyoming a couple weeks ago, I didn't get in the zone up here. Mostly because I'm really living life, and it's hot. Like for me, when I get in the zone, everyone. Okay, so how do I do that? And this comes a little bit from my time at CU with Mark Wetmore, is that he never allowed us, I was gonna say encouraged, but never allowed us. So when you're at a cross-country meet, let's say you've got 30 teams on the starting line, like a big cross-country meet, like at Nationals, okay? And you've got teams out at the starting line that are out in the field, doing their strides, getting warmed up, and then you've got the team comes together and they start jumping around and screaming and yelling. Mark would not let us do that. Why? Because he wanted us to stay calm. Calm mind, calm heart rate at the starting line, so we're not, basically, I think it came down to the physiological benefit of not raising our heart rate before the race had even started. So anyway, we were a calm team, and sure enough, like we won national championships. So I think he knew what he was doing. And so cueing off of Mark, I've applied that to my race day strategy and leading into the race. It won't happen really until about Friday. So Friday, Saturday, and then race day on Sunday, where I'm gonna go silent. Social media, mostly social media, because that's so much part of my life. And listening to, like, I prefer classical music over, let's say, some more, I like classic rock music, but I'll listen to classical music just to stay calm and just to help me enter into those reminders of, okay, this is the throwback here, those reminders of eyes up, pump arms, quick feet. That's what I tell myself as I'm running up big mountains. Eyes up, pump arms, quick feet. I do that. I say that over. I say other things as well. I have some inspiring quotes that I remember. I obviously remember my family, but eyes up, pump arms, quick feet, especially for Pikes Peak. Oh, it's really like for big mountain races, it's like, oh, it's so critical. So that is how I enter into the zone and I block out distractions. And for peak races like Pikes Peak, you better believe I'm gonna be entering into the zone. Question of the day, how do you remain calm and deal with fear and or anxiety leading into your peak races? Share your tips. If you're a new runner, I guarantee there's gonna be some great comments down below. Go check them out, chime into the conversations. I'm out, we're off to date night. Let's go check in with True Love. Tuesdays with True Love, come on now. Come on, True Love. Come on in now.
Come on, people now.
Come on, people now. Come on now.
Come on,
How you doing?
Hi, you two.
You two family.
Date night, best night of the week.
Here we go. In the studio, we talked about overcoming anxiety and or fear leading into a peak race for people. So just giving people tips and tricks as we get ready for Pikes Peak.
It's so close.
Butter the bread, butter the bread. But first, how was your week of training?
Oh, yeah, okay.
It was a little different this week for True
yeah.
Love. Some things happened.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
How are you feeling? How's your health?
Okay. I have a little tender on my left hip, some pain. And so we did end up taking a day off.
Yep. And we might have to take off more.
I know. After that day off, I did a walk day and I felt good. And then today I did a 25-minute run, and then I did a 35-minute run.
Yeah.
So it's I felt like it was progressing back, but maybe it's because I took that nap. Like after you run, are you supposed to just lay low?
Yeah.
Or get back to it?
Or get back to mobility. I think you pulled like, oh man, I can't even remember. Basically the groin/hip area,
Yeah.
upper hip. And it's one of those injuries that we might have to give it a little time. We'll see.
Okay.
It's
a different one from like 5 weeks ago.
But listen, True Love's taking care of 4 boys.
Yeah.
It's not like she has time to go to the gym, foam roll, get in a hot tub. Like
That sounds like vacation.
I must say, like, it's nice to be able to take care of, like, you know the drill. Like, when you're busy,
Yeah.
it's hard to sometimes overcome injuries. So we'll get through it.
And would you call this an injury?
No, it's more of
I'm having anxiety about that.
strain. Strain.
Strain, yeah. That's what it's like.
It's a
Strain.
strain.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And once I have what you call it, warmed it up,
Yeah.
then I don't even think about it again or feel it.
It feels better.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
better.
So basically, I'm not going to put on the screen right now
What to do this week? 'cause-
what to do this next week because we're going to take it day by day
Smart.
until it's feeling better.
Can I just tell you, I was talking to my mom and sister last night, and I was like, it's really nice to be married to an expert and to have my own personal coach that I can say like, oh, is this weird? Is this normal? Is this okay? And you just give me so much confidence and peace and encouragement. Like even today when you were filming me, you were just
Oh, yeah, she
building
got
me
out there
on words
today.
of affirmation.
Yeah, words
Go
of
check out Love Languages yesterday.
That's right. That is right. So I think we
Coach Huz.
in order, and we're a little busy right now, family visiting.
Yeah.
But as soon as that passes, I think you're really getting on the foam roller, stretching, in like the mat on the ground.
Yeah. Do you know what? That sounds to me
Sounds
enticing.
good. Sounds real good.
Like
just to loosen up. Loosen
Yeah.
up. So we love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. And onward
race day is coming!
onward and upward. So all right, everyone, we're gonna toss it back to what was the one we thought of last
Oh my
week?
gosh. A Basin
A Basin. That's right. A race at A Basin.
with Joseph Barton.
That's right. We'll do that one. So right here, right here, right here. All right, everyone. Seek beauty
Work hard.
and love each other.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Mwah.